Update to a story we just told you about earlier on our newscast. Leaders with San Marcos CISD and the San Marcos Police Department are telling us more about a report of gunfire at the high school yesterday.
That press conference is underway. Let's listen in.
This call came in on an administrative line, and while that is important, it is not uncommon. All of our calls are on recorded lines, so I will play the audio with subtitles added. The caller is whispering, so we added subtitles to ensure full awareness of what is said. Please know that we have since determined this call to be a hoax and consequently a criminal offense. Play audio.
San Marcos, California Police, Fire EMS.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you tell me the address of your emergency?
It's San Marcos High School, 2601 Rattler Road.
Okay, can you tell me what building you're in?
I'm not sure right now. I'm just in like the main building.
Okay, and what is the phone number that you're calling from? Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
I was walking in the hallway to go to the bathroom, and I heard like Junior walking in here like in his hand, and like he's shaking and I ran away. And like he was yelling so rude.
You said he was yelling?
Yeah, he's told me to stop running and like aim the gun at me.
Give me 1 second. What is your first and last name? And repeat that phone number for me one more time. Okay, good check everything you're providing. My partner's going to get help your way, okay?
Okay. Wait. I hear something. Somebody's walking in the bathroom.
You said somebody's walking in the bathroom?
No, wait.
Are you still there? Still there? Dog Indy. Yes. I think so. Hello? They called me. I have no idea. As far as I'm concerned, yes, it's happened. Yeah. You said it was in the main hallway.
This call, accompanied by the dispatcher hearing what clearly sounded like 2 gunshots, prompted a large response by police, fire, EMS, and school district personnel. The high school has 2 school resource officers assigned, and both were on campus when this call came out via the police radio. They learned that the shooter was reportedly in a hallway, so they separated. One went upstairs, one went downstairs. That is important to note because while it increased the danger to these officers who might be more exposed because they were working solo, it increased the safety for the students and staff because they could simultaneously clear the major hallways on 2 floors. I applaud their quick actions. Other officers were on scene in less than 3 minutes, so formal contact teams were established, and one of our SWAT sergeants assumed interior command. A second sergeant remained outside of the school and stood up external command, which was then joined by fire and EMS personnel. With unified command in place within minutes, police and fire began working the problems. Police were made aware of a female student who was on campus and reportedly saw the gunman. Because school district personnel were at unified command, we were able to identify and eventually locate the student. She is a juvenile. Because of this, one of my detectives escorted the student out of the school for questioning. I'm aware of some parents who claim that an officer removed their child from the school while everyone else's child had to remain inside. I hope this clears up any misunderstanding. We learned the involved juvenile received the information from another student, so that student was also removed and interviewed. The source of those text messages has been fully investigated and may result in school district taking action, but the superintendent will address that issue. Simultaneous to us going room to room inside of the school, we were investigating the call that came into the dispatch center. We learned that number was involved in 2 incidents, one in Hunt County, Texas, and one in Kent County, Michigan. Because this crosses state lines, we are working closely with the FBI to identify the source of these swatting calls. We want all law enforcement agencies to be aware of our swatting incident because of the sophistication shown on this specific one. Swatting is defined as a malicious tactic of making hoax emergency calls to an emergency service to falsely report a fictitious ongoing emergency at a particular location. This is done to cause chaos and provoke a large law enforcement response. San Marcos's offense was premeditated, as evidenced by the suspect knowing the address of the high school when asked by the dispatcher, and having pre-recorded sounds of gunfire, or at least that mimic the sounds of gunfire. The fact that this has now occurred in at least 3 jurisdictions from the same number needs to be known by all law enforcement, which will be coordinated through the Austin Regional Intelligence Center, which is our nearby fusion center. In 2023, the FBI launched the Virtual Command Center to address swatting. This is an awareness initiative and serves as a collaborative space for public safety partners like us to report their incidents for national awareness and help create a real-time operational picture of swatting events. As said before, we are working with the FBI regarding this incident. More specifically, we're working with the FBI in both the Austin offices and the San Antonio offices. I want to communicate directly to our parents. Thank you for your understanding during this difficult investigation and response. We spoke to many of you who believed we were working from the onset to the conclusion to ensure your children's safety and well-being. Some were upset because of the large law enforcement presence outside of the school and the concern that there were no officers inside. There were more than 50 officers inside searching all buildings. We had officers from nearly every law enforcement agency. Many of the people seen standing outside were actually rescue task forces who were assembled to provide medical care should that have been necessary. When I learned that the phone call was a hoax, and after we had confirmed with both students that they had not seen a gunman on campus, I conferred with the district and lifted the lockdown. I'm aware that some people inside the school said their rooms were never searched. That is correct, because it made no sense to continue clearing the school when we had already deemed the threat to be a hoax. Instead, we wanted to end this intense situation by allowing reunification with parents at the school versus going off-site. I will now ask Dr. Cardona to speak on behalf of the district, and then we will answer any questions afterwards. Sir?
Thank you, Chief. Again, thank you all to all of y'all who are being here. My name is Dr. Michael Cardona, Superintendent of Schools. First and foremost, I want to thank our students who handle themselves amazingly in a very difficult situation, an anxiety-filled situation, to our staff members inside the building who were professional at all times, to our parents, as Chief said, who handle themselves and who were funneled to our appropriate means of communication. I want to take this time to also emphasize the importance of accurate information. Anytime SMC-ISD is dealing with safety situation, we encourage all stakeholders to follow our SMC-ISD website, our SMC-ISD social media platforms, and or the City of San Marcos Police Department's social media platforms. Those are the official chains of communication. Yesterday, our safety protocols were in full effect, and we will always err on the side of caution as the safety of our students and our staff are highest priority. During these types of safety situations, SMPD takes over the campus. In essence, it becomes a criminal scene. And as administrators, even I step back, let the professionals do what they need to do, and when they make a decision that the campus is safe, then we go back into play. But we always defer to law enforcement officials. I'd like to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude for the recognition that our community has shown to our students and our staff regarding our implementation of our standard response protocol. And for those in the community to know that San Marcos has been implementing the standard response protocols in Hays County for many, many years, and they work. It's because of the dedication and commitment of our students and staff to make our safety practices effective. Your support encourages them to continue their hard work and proceed with safety as the utmost importance. Together, we can continue to ensure a safe and nurturing environment for all our campuses. As far as the students involved, we are working with SMPD, and our campus administrators are conducting their investigation. And potentially, if found to be guilty, they would face not only criminal charges, but school district charges as well. I want to thank, again, our community for the support we've received over the last 24 hours. San Marcos High School is a campus with approximately 2,500 students, 175 staff members. Our safety page from yesterday's setting up.
All right, we've been listening
has been
to
viewed over
San Marcos
28,000.
Police and San Marcos School District about the swatting incident that happened yesterday. Initially, it came in as a 911 call as someone reported seeing an active shooter. That has turned out to be a hoax, Brian.
And it happened not just in San Marcos, but another county in Texas and a county in Michigan, the same phone number involved. So this is a huge scam. The swatting scam that happened at San Marcos has happened in other places. I commend San Marcos for being so transparent with that information. That was a lot of good information.
No, absolutely. And the FBI is now involved. Those two students, they're determining through their investigation what charges they will face, if any, but it will be, according to the school official there, the San Marcos school official, they may face charges from the police department and from the school district. So we'll bring you more on this story coming up.